Hello, not party people. I have been absent from YouTube. I've been active on Twitter, but I just haven't been in the mood to do a YouTube. I do have a lot going on besides today's SGRY blow up, but I thought I would come on here real quick just to talk about SGRY since I've been so vocal about it, and it blew up today. Obviously very disappointed that this didn't result in a transaction. It's very surprising to me. I have not sold any. In fact, I bought more today. My basic thought is this: there's only really two possibilities here. I don't think you can come up with any other than these two. The first possibility is that Bain has changed their mind and something has happened between the end of January and today, and they no longer want to own this at $25.75 or higher, let's say $27 or $28 a share, because they never would have been able to buy it at $25.75. Hey, that's the first possibility. The second possibility is that they could not come to an agreement on price because the special committee could not agree to $25.75, $26.75, $27.75, whatever number you want to come up with, because they had other bids in 2024, or maybe even this time around, that valued it at more than what Bain was willing to pay, but not as much as Bain was willing to sell for. So Bain, as a private equity firm, is always a buyer and a seller. It just depends on what the price is. So, for instance, they would sell the whole position at $40 today, right? And they were apparently happily wanting to buy the whole position at $25.75. If you think it's the former, the latter, that Bain did want to own this still today, and they just couldn't agree on price, you have to be pretty excited to own it at $20 a share. And the reason for that is when Bain was taking this private and owning 100% versus 40%, it wasn't a result of them wanting to put this with another portfolio company or extract synergies as a private company. They would have the same economics and the same as a company as they have today as a public company. Maybe they'd save a few million bucks from board of directors and stuff. But other than that, they would still own, again, 2.5 times as much of the company. And they would have to figure out a way to monetize that in the future. And the way they would monetize it would be to either sell to another private equity company or most likely to sell to a strategic. And that has not changed today. In fact, it's more likely that's what happens now, because we just had a competitor be sold today. It happened today. AmSurge got sold for about 14 times EBITDA. At 14 times EBITDA, Surgery Partners is worth like mid to high 30s, I think as much as 40. Bain was willing to pay 10.5 times EBITDA at $25.75. So you have to ask yourself, why did it break? There would have been a background that came out if the board of directors took $27 a share. And in the background, if a strategic or another private equity firm bid 30 or 32 in the fall, just because Bain doesn't want to sell at 32 or 31 or 33 doesn't mean that the special committee can sell the other 60% to Bain at $27. I know that sounds weird, that the special committee can't take 27 because it's clearly better than 23 where it was trading at yesterday or 20 today. But how would that look? That Bain's basically holding the company hostage for the 40%, saying, look, we're not going to vote for any superior bid, but this is what we're offering you. Take it or leave it. And I think that's what happened. So as far as I'm concerned, I think, the reason why I don't think Bain changed their mind is I don't think that anything has changed materially with the business in the last 4 months. They reaffirmed guidance today. From a macro perspective and a government perspective, there's nothing specific about these surgery centers that are going to be in trouble with the Senate bill or the House bill. And there's no reason to believe anything has materially changed from, I'm out of breath, from January to today. Stock market's at all-time highs. So if you believe that and you believe the wording in the 13D, I'm out of breath, and you believe in the wording of the press release, they just couldn't come to an agreement on price. It's as simple as that. So how does this play out? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this is sold to strategic in the next 2 years, possibly by the end of the year. Like I said, again, Bain is very pregnant here. They're not going to do secondaries to sell their stock out. Definitely not $20 a share. So they're going to try to either create value by growing the business and then selling it to strategic, or they're going to just sell it to strategic this year. I can't believe I'm so out of breath right now. I have some other things I want to talk about. I just don't really want to do them right now. So maybe I'll do another video this week on, I have a new idea I really like, which I've been tweeting about, but I have not disclosed it on YouTube yet. Yeah, all right. Hope everybody's having a nice summer. Take care. Bye.